The wait is over. SHIB finally succeeds. Let's talk about it. Everybody knows that it's been a rocky start to 2022 as far as the cryptocurrency market goes. There's been an awful lot of volatility going on across the board, from the big heavy hitters like Bitcoin and Ethereum, all the way down to newer coins like Evergrow. Now there's been a dip, and there's no point in hiding from it. Meme tokens have been hit the worst, taking the brunt of the price dip as some still consider Shiba Inu and its rival Dogecoin to be just meme coins. But there is a lot of optimism, and it is looking like with all the things in the pipeline, SHIB could be bouncing back and hitting the point where it's a success in not too long. But how is SHIB going to be bouncing back? How long do you have to wait until you start seeing a profit again, and what is the price going to be doing in the next few weeks? As always, I'm going to do my very best to answer all of these questions for you over the next few minutes. So don't go anywhere and make sure you're still around until the very end. And as always, please give that like button a little bit of a tickle, subscribe to this channel, and make sure that you've got notifications switched on so that you can be sure to never miss out on any updates or any relevant news and even rumors that can potentially make you very wealthy. And please also remember that I'm not a professional financial advisor, but I do bring you the hottest news and tips. So be vigilant with your own money and make sure that you're always aware of the risks inherent with investment. With that said though, let's go ahead and get into this. So yes, it's been a rough couple of weeks for the market, and SHIB is currently showing its bruises. No point in lying about it. The price has sunk again, and it's currently as low as it's been for a long time, sitting at the 22 millionths of a dollar level at the moment. This is nothing to be too worried about though, because every single cryptocurrency has faced the same problems at the moment, and the time is coming soon when everything's gonna bounce right back up. Now obviously, it's every coin for themselves at this moment, and the SHIB team has a dedication to their creation matched only by the loyalty of the SHIB army, who continue to hold on as the price fluctuates. Still, there's absolutely no reason to panic, because the Shiba Inu team have been and are hard at work on securing deals, making improvements, ensuring a future, and creating something that can certainly weather this storm. The latest developments of Shiba Inu are all set to improve everything, like how with the Shibarium upgrade, they're planning to build a layer 2 on top of the Ethereum blockchain where the tokens operate, and will be aiming to release this very special upgrade before Ethereum 2.0 can even come out. Ethereum 2.0, of course, is trying to replace the proof-of-work model of validating crypto transactions, which requires miners to put in tons of processing power through their machines, performing millions of mathematical equations to arrive at the right answer. This is not very friendly to the electric grid, and as such, is no help to the environment, which everybody seems to be worried about these days, probably because of all the news. So then, Ethereum 2.0 will replace this model with the proof-of-stake model. That simply means whales and other large holders will be able to stake some of their coins to the network, providing liquidity and ensuring that the transactions are measured correctly, earning themselves crypto as a reward. This eliminates the need for so much power, which will also mean that there's no more need for major gas prices, so it's a fantastic idea, of course. But SHIB plans to beat Ethereum 2.0 to the punch, and if they can pull that off, then no one will be able to say that Shiba Inu is just a meme currency that has no application besides trading with other currencies. The simple fact is that Shibarium will make SHIB a viable platform for making payments, similar to Bitcoin and Ether, and so there's every reason to believe that this will shunt it up a few rankings. Now there is that other problem that Shiba Inu faces besides the market downturn over the last few weeks, and I know I've said this before, but it really is important. It's supply. I think it's safe to say that most people understand how supply and demand work, but just in case, it's necessary to explain to some that the amount of demand that's there for an asset, any asset, physical or digital, is weighed against the amount there is of supply. When the thing is desired and there's a short supply, people are forced to make the best offers that they can, which drives up the price overall for the asset. When there's an abundance of those assets, the price drops, because there's more than enough for everyone. The problem that SHIB now faces is the fact that there's simply a ridiculously high supply of Shiba Inu tokens available. In fact, the number is so big, it's hard to even write. 500 trillion tokens have been available over the last little while, which is already due to an impressive burn that took the total down from 1 quadrillion. Now, given that the number of SHIB tokens in existence today, 500 trillion, by far outstrips the number of humans on Earth, how do you think that's going to affect the price? Exactly. With enough SHIB for every man, woman, and child to have over 60,000 SHIB, you're beginning to see that this is a major issue for the price. However, it's not as though the Shiba Inu development team does not have a plan for this problem. They certainly do, and it's a genius plan that ties into the ever-changing tides of the hottest industry in the world, gaming. You see, over the last decade or so, the gaming industry has realized that it can convert this pastime into a massive cash cow by adding live service subscriptions as well as collectibles that can be purchased or won in-game. So now, it seems that the arrival of NFTs onto the scene fits into this perfectly, and Shiba Inu's development team is very well aware of this. They're currently in association with a former vice president of Activision, William Volk, who is himself a celebrated game developer. The game that they're developing is known as the Oshiverse, and will likely be quite a similar experience to games like Axie Infinity or Splinterlands. To aid in this development, some time ago, Shiba Inu Games announced the launch of Shiboshis, individual Shiba Inu-based tokens that'll be NFTs for use within the game, as well as to be traded on marketplaces like OpenSea and so on. This game looks set to turn around the misfortunes of Shiba Inu in a big way. And there's another element to this that will be seriously very helpful. The Shiboshis can all be named, and the person who wants to give their token a name will be able to purchase the right for about $100 with a Shiba Inu coin. This amount will then be taken from the supply and placed in a burn wallet where it will be permanently removed from circulation. This is going to be very helpful in the coming months, because at the moment, the supply of Shiba Inu is so high that if it were to ever hit 1 cent, it would rip apart the entire crypto space, suddenly creating millions of billionaires and having an overall market cap almost 3 times the size of the entire crypto market at present. It would cause major damage to the United States dollar, which would then cause the country to have serious problems with its trading relationships, economic pursuits, and all the rest. There could be some serious issues then if the SHIB supply doesn't drop. The destabilizing of nations isn't going to be happening though. In fact, all this means is that while SHIB supply remains crazily high, it has no hope of ever hitting $1 in value. Again, don't get too worried, because SHIB's multiple partners and enthusiasts, from trading platforms to retail specialists, are all aiding in the efforts to burn this staggeringly high supply. Recently, Bigger Entertainment, known as the first crypto record label, began hosting online livestream burn parties, with the price of a virtual ticket being payable in the SHIB that they will burn. So far, they've been responsible for the burning of hundreds of millions of tokens, and that means that there will be plenty more of these burn parties on the horizon. In fact, there are already 2 planned to happen within the next few weeks. If you try to get someone to give you their money to set fire to, they'll certainly tell you where you can go. But if you give them a service with some prestige, people are usually happy to pay for that, and the result is the burn either way. This is how companies that are invested in getting SHIB to higher and higher milestones will be able to get the tokens they need for such massive burns. Now, if a friendly whale were to come along and burn a few million every week, that would help too. But that's not going to happen. So for now, just keep in mind that the supply is the greatest enemy that SHIB has, and burning is the only way to ensure that there's a steady rise in the price. Now, the other elements I've mentioned in this video will also help to contribute to Shiba Inu's success, because the coin is starting to make some noise as a useful asset with a number of very useful practical applications. Being able to use it to top up crypto credit cards, having the game to play, and the burn parties, not to mention the Shibarium turning it into a trading champion, will all be very helpful. And so it might not be too long until SHIB is back on top. But what do you guys think about all this? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet, and get those notifications turned on. Seriously, do it! That way you'll never miss out on any bit of vital news or rumors that can potentially make you rich. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.